All right, I feel like I'm getting whiplash here. We are watching a true tug of war between a federal judge and the Trump administration regarding this damn White House ballroom. It has been back and forth, back and forth. First, we had the federal judge had, I think his name's Richard Leon, put a halt on the construction until Trump got congressional approval, which makes complete sense. Like, that is constitutionally, legally the correct decision. Then an appeals court allowed them to temporarily continue construction and kicked it back down to the federal court. Like, we need more information. And now here we are. We just got another update, another ruling where above ground construction has to be halted, but underground construction, like with the giant military complex, is allowed to continue. And as I kind of expected that we're going to get into here further in just a moment from this article from the BBC, like the judge kind of did this to be clever, to kind of just make the whole national security argument crumble. Anyways, let's get into the full story here from the BBC. Judge halts above ground construction of Trump's White House ballroom. A U.S. judge has halted the construction of the above-ground portion of President Donald Trump's White House ballroom project, but has allowed plans for an underground bunker to proceed. Judge Richard Leon wrote in his ruling on Thursday that Congress must approve the project, adding that Trump appeared to be trying to sidestep a previous court order by reclassifying the ballroom plans as vital for national security. So, and let's be clear, I'm pretty sure that you can't just also add a bunker without any congressional oversight or approval. But this is kind of a clever way to at least throw some wrenches in there, because we know that this is going to a conservative appeals court judge. I mean, Richard Leon is a conservative. He was appointed by Bush. But this is kind of a way to get around the national security argument, which they have used for everything. And this argument of national security is just so ridiculous at this point. Let's see. National security is not a blank check to proceed with otherwise unlawful activity, the judge wrote. The Justice Department has filed a notice of an appeal. Trump wrote on social media that the ballroom was needed now and that no judge can be allowed to stop it. What do you mean? Who does the rule of law, does the Constitution, does none of this matter anymore? I mean, it hasn't mattered, but come on. Here's a little diagram of here's the East Wing that was absolutely demolished without any approval, which was completely illegal. And if we had any semblance of law, there would be people already being held accountable for this. Because here's also the thing, you can't just do something, or at least how it's supposed to work. You're not supposed to be able to do something and then ask for approval later. You need that approval up front. But what the Trump administration does is they do something and then ask for approval later. And it by the time it's already done, it doesn't matter whether that approval was granted or not. Anyways, that decision came after the White House was sued by the National Trust for Historic Preservation. In a lawsuit, the preservation group argued that the White House had broken the law by beginning construction without filing plans with the National Capital Planning Commission, by not seeking an environmental assessment of the project, and by declining to seek authorization from Congress. It also alleged Trump was violating the U.S. Constitution, which reserves to Congress the right to dispose of and make all rules regarding property belonging to the United States. So crazy how convoluted our justice system is, and how just biased it is, and not in the way that the Trump administration claims. This is quite clearly, I mean, there's been a lot of them at this point, but one of the most open and shut cases I've ever seen, where people should already be either in jail or forced to pay millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars in damages. This is insane. Just because you're president doesn't mean you can tear down the East Wing of the White House and build a ballroom and a bunker under it, without any approval, and have it all funded by private billionaire fucking assholes. He accused the judge of attempting to prevent future presidents and world leaders from having a safe, secure, large-scale meeting place. Oh my God. He also said the underground portion of the ballroom, which he has described as a shed for the complex, doesn't work, isn't necessary, and would be indeed useless without the above ground sections. That's just not true. It's not true. The president said the complex would include bomb shelters and medical facilities, along with other structures and equipment, though little is known about the overall plans. So it sounds like, and even in the previous argument you made, it's we need this bunker for the safety of White House staff and me and my family. I don't know, man. It's so dumb. Like he's just saying shit. He's just saying shit. Like, it's all tied together as one big, expensive, and very complex unit, which is vital for national security and military operations of the United States of America, Trump wrote. Since then, the proposed blueprint has expanded from a ballroom with a capacity of 500 people to a space that can fit 1,350 guests. The White House has said the project was expected to cost $400 million and was being funded entirely by private donors. A federal panel gave preliminary approval on Thursday for his 250-foot, 76-meter Victory Arch in the nation's capital, even as members of the public and preservationist groups gave overwhelmingly negative feedback. Quick plug, I am doing a video on this as well today, so look for that as well, and we'll go into that in more detail. But Jesus Christ, man, this has been a mess, and I'm gonna give my normal spiel about this entire situation because I just need to hammer it into anyone's head that's listening. You will be the one paying as a taxpayer for this ballroom. There is no legally binding document that obligates anyone to pay for this, even if the initial construction, like I'm going to grant a lot of leeway here to just go over a bunch of different arguments. Even if the initial construction is privately funded successfully, who do you think is going to pay for, I don't know, the general upkeep, the extra staffing, extra security, utilities, maintenance for decades and decades to come? It's going to be you, the taxpayer. You think, like, again, there's no legally binding document in the first place, but you think these shadowy billionaires are going to continue to fund the continued maintenance and upkeep of this? Of course not. All right, now I'm going to give even more leeway. Let's say that this construction is fully funded by private donors, and let's say the upkeep somehow forever is continued to be paid by these private donors and their kids and their great-grandkids and their kids. This is so freaking dystopian. We're talking about the White House. This is supposed to be one of the most prestigious buildings in the U.S., like the heart of our government. And it's going to have a ballroom on it completely funded by billionaires. Billionaires. So they can come and live in luxury when they come to lobby our politicians and give them even more money to enact even more policies that are going to benefit the billionaires and hurt the working class. It's so mind-boggling. It's so dystopian. Like, nothing about this is okay. And especially when you consider in the people who are going to be funding this, I assume we don't really know much about them. But if I was to look at like Trump's circle and people that attended his inauguration, people close to the admin, we're looking at figures like Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all in the Epstein files, by the way. And the same people who lay off thousands, if not like dozens of thousands of people every single year despite immense profits, the same people who come to DC to lobby against wage increases, union rights, safety laws, paid family leave, just anything, any crumbs like for you. No, these are the people that are against it, and they are about to like essentially own like half of the White House. That's unacceptable, man. Like, Jesus Christ. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I will see you in the next one. If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to give a special thank you. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button down below, and if you really enjoyed it, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button while you're down there. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I will try to reply to any and all comments that I can. Until next time, watch that video on screen.